Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm, great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.
Welcome. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins, and I want to welcome you to drboycetv.com and also to the Black Financial Channel. The Black Financial Channel, where we do financial news and commentary from a Black perspective on a daily basis. You can make sure you subscribe to the Black Financial Channel at theblackfinancialchannel.com. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about really quick is this stock market, so you can kind of understand what's going on with this market. This market has been really fascinating, really powerful. Most of you have made money if you've been investing. If you've been investing, you haven't made money in the last couple of months, I need to know what you're invested in. If you haven't been making money, I need to know what you're invested in, because you're probably not doing it right. You're probably putting your money in the wrong places or something. I don't know what's going on, but literally a 4-year-old, who isn't even as smart as the other 4-year-olds would be able to make money in this market, because it's like shooting fish in a barrel. And this is what they call systematic risk. Systematic risk means that when there's a huge systematic event like this, where the market's just taking off and everybody's getting paid, you don't have to be smart to make money. You just have to be involved. If you're not involved, that's the only way you cannot make money in this market, is if you're not involved. So anyway, let me go down. I'm going to give you guys something really quick. As we're preparing for the Black Stock Market weekend that's coming up on Friday, I wanted to give you guys 3 quick reasons why the stock market keeps going up, despite the fact that you have so much unemployment, despite the fact that you have a pandemic, despite the fact that you have so much fear and chaos, despite the fact that consumers are not even spending. A lot of people have asked me, how is the market going up? What's going on? So let me pull up. I got this short clipboard list, because I'm actually going to a meeting in a second. So I am actually going to be quick. So those of you who are worried about me being long-winded, don't worry about that. I'm gonna save your time. Before I do that, do me a favor really quick. Make sure you please hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching online, hit the thumbs up button. Follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. Just look up the Black Financial Channel. We give lots of free information, stuff like that. Also, if you follow the Real Black Business School on Instagram, we're actually promoting Black businesses for free. And so every day I'm going to shout out some Black businesses, just to make sure we're all aware of what everybody's doing. So we're doing free promotion of Black businesses in the Black Business School. All right. So here's the first reason why the market keeps going up, despite the fact that all the economic indicators seem bad. Every day you turn on the TV and you're just seeing negative, and you're like, well, if the negative information is out there, if unemployment is at an unprecedented level, if all this chaos is happening, schools are shutting down, businesses are shutting down, how's money being made? Well, the first one has to do with the Fed and fiscal policy. The Federal Reserve has taken unprecedented action to boost this market up. The Fed has jumped in like gangsters and literally popped in all the liquidity they possibly can. It's almost like in your household, if you were to, let's say your mom had money in her 401k, and then suddenly, your dad lost his job and the family income got cut in half. Well, let's say that your mom panics, or your dad and your mom panic, and they go empty out the 401k, or they take half of the money out of the 401k to support the family. Well, it's going to seem like you have a lot of money, actually, because maybe in your 401k you've saved up $40,000 or $50,000 or $100,000. So it's going to feel really good when all that liquidity comes swooshing in, when really what you've done is you've simply pulled down and pulled down the lever on the dam, and you've let the water gush through. But eventually you're going to run out of water, right? The pool is going to empty out if you don't make another move. So eventually our pool's going to empty out. Also, in economics, there's no such thing as a free lunch. That's a famous saying in economics. So you're always going to have to pay the piper. Somebody's always going to have to pay the piper. Let me repeat that. Let me just say it again for the people in the back. Someone is always going to have to pay the piper. Somebody's going to have to pay the piper. Who's going to pay the piper? Your kids are going to pay the piper, because the government national debt is at unprecedented levels. It shows no signs of going down. We are in deep economic trouble. The dollar is facing what is referred to by economists as the great debasement, which is why the price of gold has hit a record high, and it's going to keep going up, and the value of the dollar is going to keep dropping. So there will be a price to pay. There's no such thing as a free lunch. Did y'all get that point? Give me a yes or no in the chat if you got what I was saying, that somebody has to pay the price. There's no such thing as a free lunch. All right, hit the thumbs up button. Please hit the thumbs up button. Number two, another reason why that why the stock market doesn't behave exactly like like what you're seeing on TV is because, media isn't really driven by things like, rational behavior or truth or, or facts and analysis or true, real, irrelevant, objective information. Media is driven by the things that are going to get their ratings up, and that's fear, right? So that's why, for example, I'll give you an example. When the market crashes, it's always a headline. When the stock market crashes, it's always a headline. And I hate those headlines because it scares so many people. It scares so many of my people. I want black people to invest. It scares many black people from investing because they all see those negative headlines. The headlines they don't show are when the market actually has that slow recovery, where billionaires and millionaires are making a grip by going in and buying assets cheaply. I just read a story in Bloomberg about one of the richest families on earth. They're worth about $46 billion. And they created Fidelity Investments. They have a massive family wealth, and they pass it to their children, and they manage their family like a business. And one thing they said this family loves to do is when the market dips, they love to go in and just buy as much as they can. They love to get assets cheaply. So when the rest of the world is frozen, wealthy people tend to start making moves. And so basically, the stock market doesn't operate in conjunction and in sync with media because investors tend to be rational. They tend to be rational, like gangsters, just real, like, okay, give me the objective stuff. Like the mafia. If a mafia boss gets mad at you, he's not going to kill you if it's going to cost him a whole lot of money. So he might even make you his friend again if he can make money from that, right? Whereas an irrational person's like, I'm just so mad. This is so crazy. This is so bad. Well, investors don't tend to react that way. They tend to sit back and observe and figure out what's going on. Okay, where's the money at? How do I get paid? What's the new environment I'm in? And that's how wealth builders think. The wealth builders tend to be able to observe their environment and figure out where the opportunity is, because the economy didn't die or disappear when the pandemic occurred. The economy just shifted. It just shifted. It's like whenever you try to suppress something, usually what happens is it doesn't disappear. It might disappear from view, but what happens is a black market emerges. So for example, if my fiance is telling me, hey, Boyce, I really want to spend more time with you. I really love you and I want to spend more time with you. And I ignore her and I say, shut up, be quiet. I don't want to hear all that, right? She might be quiet and I might say, oh, we solved the problem. She's quiet now. But y'all know how life works, right? Her desire to spend time with me has not gone away. It's just been pushed underground. So then 6 months later, I come home early from work and I'm like, who's this other man that's in my house, right? Well, it's because she told me what was going on and I suppressed it. I tried to suppress reality and it became a different reality. So the economy is kind of the same way. Whenever you suppress one thing, something else emerges. When you try to suppress the price of a good, a black market emerges, where suddenly you got to go back to the back alley and get a loaf of bread because bread, the real true market price of bread is $5 a loaf. And the store isn't going to sell bread for 50 cents a loaf, right? So they're always going to be out of bread, but there's bread back in the alley. Well, the same thing is true with the economy. When you shut down the main economy, what's happened is the digital economy has done this. So you push one side down, the other side went like that, right? That's why Netflix went like that. That's why Zoom stock went like that, right? That's why Microsoft went like that. Amazon went like that, right? Whereas there are other companies that operate in the old economy, in the pre-pandemic economy that requires people to go outside and hang out and be friends and gather in arenas. That economy's gone for a while. That economy's dead. Is it ever going to come back? Nobody knows. So there's always opportunity out there. There's always a place where people are making money. And so what you want to do is you want to go and figure out where that place is. So the stock market, it doesn't just react to the fear in the media. It's something that's a little more rational than we are trained to be as human beings. Also, the stock market tends to be more long-term. So they'll look at a company like a Microsoft and they say, yeah, Microsoft lost money this quarter, but it's still Microsoft. They're going to make money next quarter and the quarter after that and the quarter after that. So they're thinking 5, 10 years down the line. And that's how investors think. They're also very long-term focused. They're rational and long-term focused. So that's why I tell you guys to do that too. Do me a favor, please hit the thumbs up button, share, subscribe button. Also, a reminder to you, the Black Stock Market Weekend starts Friday. We're going to spend 3 days. I'm going to do 3 pretty heavy duty lectures on how to pick stocks for your portfolio. And the first 2 days will be just pure lecture and I'll do some Q&A. The last day is going to be 100% Q&A. So that means that all your questions, everything that you want to know about investing, we can jam it into a weekend. Bring your family, bring your kids, bring your wife, bring your baby mama, bring your baby daddy, bring your husband, bring your uncle, bring whoever, and you just pay one membership and the whole family can come to this event. It's so if you're interested in joining us, go to blackstockmarketweekend.com. That's blackstockmarketweekend.com. So that starts on Friday, which is tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern. We're going to start at 8 p.m. Eastern, and the recordings will be available to you forever. So that's blackstockmarketweekend.com. Last but not least, another reason that the stock market is taking off, despite the fact that a lot of economic news doesn't necessarily correlate with this massive rise in value, is because you have a lot of buyers in the market who are just crazy. Seriously, you have a lot of what you might call irrational buyers or irrational exuberance or uninformed investors. That's what we used to call them in graduate school. When I was working on my PhD in finance, that's one of the things that we used to talk about is, informed investors versus uninformed, rational versus irrational. Well, at that time, when I was working on my doctorate, I remember that there were constraints that minimized the number of irrational, uninformed investors who came into the market. Uninformed, irrational investors are the kinds of people who don't really care about the fundamental value of a company. They just buy it because it's cool. Or maybe they just think, I want to buy Tesla because I think Elon Musk is awesome. I think he's awesome, by the way, too. I love any billionaire that wants to go to Mars. Come on, you got to give props to that, man. I mean, that's just like the dopest thing ever, right? But irrational, uninformed investors who are being pulled in through apps like Robinhood, Stash, and Acorns have sort of thrown off the functionality of the market a little bit. I'm not complaining, right? Because what happens is it's a basic supply and demand. I've always been a believer that the more people you have that want to invest and the more capital that's being pulled into the capital market, the more prices are going to be inflated. Just like, because the Fed isn't the only one who can actually pump up prices with liquidity. Well, you can too. If all of us suddenly want to go buy the same stock, well, what's going to happen to the price of that stock? It's going to go up, right? So right now you have, I think that a lot of the models of investing have shifted. I think that a lot of the models that might have worked 20 years ago don't necessarily work now. Doesn't mean that those models aren't still relevant, though. Doesn't mean that they don't still matter. They do matter, but they matter in a different way. Now, someone says, didn't you buy Tesla? You're damn right I bought Tesla. Let me tell you exactly why I bought Tesla. Let me tell you why I bought Tesla. Besides the fact that I think Elon Musk is cool, I didn't buy Tesla because of that, though. I bought Tesla because I knew that there was massive speculation in Tesla. The valuations don't make a lot of sense right now. The multiples are insane. Sure, I think Musk is great at what he does. I think that the price could continue to go up, but I didn't buy it for that reason. I bought it because I saw how much speculation there was in this stock. I saw how many people there were who were just shaking the bones and rolling the dice and buying call options at insane amounts and things like that. So we bought some Tesla stock for one basic reason, so that we could write call options. Now, those of you who are in my option investing masterclass know exactly what I'm talking about. If you want to join, feel free, go to drboycemasterclass.com. We get together every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. and talk about stock options and how to use them and how they work. So it's drboycemasterclass.com if you want to know that. But basically, I like to write call options on stocks where I think that there's a lot of speculation. I don't want to gamble. I'm an investor. I'm not a gambler. I'm an investor. I'm not a trader. I'm an investor. I'm not somebody who's shuffling stocks and trying to make a quick buck. I don't want the fast money. I want the slow money, because the slow money is the long money, and that slow long money becomes the tall money and the strong money. I don't want the fast money. I don't want the come and go money. I saw too much fast money in the street. Y'all know how that ends. So ultimately, I bought Tesla stock because you can actually write call options on your stock and earn income from the traders. So when they're out buying the call options at inflated prices because they want to gamble, gamble. I'm the guy who can sell call options to those people. Remember, go back to the gold rush back in California, back at 100 and something years ago. There were people who made money from digging for gold, right? But those people were few and far between. A very small percentage of the people who went to California, went into to find the gold in their hills, actually came back with real gold. A very small percentage of those people that were digging for gold actually got rich digging for gold. The people who made money consistently were not the people who were digging for gold. The people who made money consistently were the ones who were selling them shovels, the ones who were selling them the picks they need to dig for the gold. Levi Corporation, I guess they created the Levi jeans that are rugged enough, that you can wear them while you're digging for gold. The people that were running the restaurant that fed you after you got finished digging for gold. And that's a little secret to making money. If you understand how the economy works, you can become a facilitator in that economy and allow other people to go take all the risk. You don't have to necessarily take a ton of risk in order to make money or to make decent income. So that explains why I am happy we bought the Tesla stock, because we have made money from it. So long story short, I'll say to you at the end of the day is that understanding the dynamics is very important for your family. I encourage you to dig deeper into that. If you want to learn more about this kind of thing, like I said, we got the Black Stock Market Weekend coming up, and you can actually get into the Black Stock Market Weekend for free if you're a member of the Black Stock Market program. So if your money's tight and you don't want to just pay the one-time fee to go to the weekend, you can also get in by just joining the Black Stock Market program and doing the 30-day trial for $1. First month is $1, so you can try it out. You can go to theblackstockmarketprogram.com. Somebody type it in. It's THE, theblackstockmarketprogram.com. So you do the trial, you can come to the weekend, or you can go directly to the weekend and just join us for the weekend, and then that's it. It's totally up to you. So it's theblackstockmarketprogram.com or theblackstockmarketweekend.com if you just want to come for the weekend. Does that make sense? Give me a yes in the chat if you follow what I'm saying, if that all adds up. Give me a yes or no. Okay, so I hope that this video helps you. I got to go. Alicia's waiting for me. We're about to take a ride down to go handle a business meeting. I love you guys. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. Please make sure you subscribe. I will talk to you soon. Have a great day. Happy investing. I hope you make money. I hope your family prospers. I hope that you do well in life. I wish you the very best. God bless you. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Here we are, clan the isms, cataclysm great. Our people out here struggling, trying to make it in this state. Everybody out here doing it, but we the ones who late. Now family, we the ones who gotta delegate. Get that money in the power, never be fake. Stick to cosign for 3. What did he say? Create jobs, support our own. Educate the same and buy back your home. Got 3 degrees, triple 10. 3 PhDs, now we on the CNN. DBTV, let's talk about negligence. Ignorance is bliss, but we can turn it to intelligence. Believe none of what you hear, half of what you see. Let's break it down here on Dr. Boyce TV. Here we are.